Good afternoon. I would like to welcome everyone to the Kellyville High School's Awards Assembly. My name is Marcy Lawley, and it has been an honor and a pleasure to serve as the high school principal this school year. Before we get things started, I would like to thank and recognize a few individuals. First, I would like to thank Brett Stout and Amanda Smith for not only helping me prepare for today, but everything they do to support the school and our students. At this time, I would ask that Nevaeh Blaze please come forward to the stage. Ms. Nevaeh Blaze has taken the oath and will be heading out to boot camp shortly after graduation. Am I correct? Yes. She has joined the National Guard. Would you please stand in a round of applause for her? Mr. Stout to start our awards ceremony.
Just a little bit shorter, you know. All right, hello everyone. Thank you for coming out today and watching our students succeed. My name is Brett Stout. I'm a middle school and high school counselor. One thing I've learned this year is that we have a bunch of resilient kids here at Kellyville. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from hard times. In this world, you will fail, but it's important to get back up. I'm proud of the students here at Kellyville. Never give up. When someone tells you you can't do it, prove them wrong, every time. They've shown me every day that they're strong and capable of changing their lives. So today we'll celebrate hard work of our students that have put into their academic life. We'll celebrate the valedictorians and salutatorians. We'll also highlight the courageous students during the military. Then we will allow the teachers to show their appreciation from the students that they have picked to get awards. My co-hosts are Riley King, and Charlie Billingsley. Thank you, parents and students, for coming out. We're going to see some great students today. First up, we have Mr. Alaric Fierro with esports.
As Mr. Stout introduced me, I'm Mr. Alec Fierro. I am the head of the esports coach here at Kellyville High School. I also teach 7th and 8th grade science. I was kind of new to this esports program that Mr. Stout started many years ago, and I just started kind of taking it over about 2 years ago. I really enjoyed it. Met a lot of people, met a lot of good kids, a lot of good coaches all around Oklahoma. So it's been a real honor to kind of spearhead this organization that he started. So I'm here to recognize not only just the seniors, but I also want to recognize some of the juniors, sophomores, and freshmen that have attended esports, whether you've competed or just played video games in the room. So if you're in here, either up there or down here, if you want to just stand up, I want to give you guys a thank you for that. Thank you guys, I appreciate your guys' support. So today I just want to kind of recognize seniors here in Kellyville Esports. We've got about 3 of them. Before I introduce the names, Esports, we give out these graduation cords. They're silver. We give them out to our seniors who have made it through the 4 years of esports. So probably next week I'll hand these out to the names that I call shortly. First one we'll start off with is Kylie Roman. King. My seniors here in esports, I appreciate them for their dedication and their time and effort into esports. So, other than that, thank you.
Next up, we have Lincoln White.
All right. Good afternoon. I'm Lincoln White with Our Blood Institute. I'm grateful to be here today to present our honor cords to 7 deserving seniors. The honor cord signifies a student's leadership and dedication to the life-saving mission of blood donation for our community. More than 260 medical facilities across the state of Oklahoma rely on OBI and our blood donors for all of their blood transfusion needs. From August to May, a vast majority of our blood collections come from high school, tech centers, and colleges. Through these partnerships, students are giving someone's baby, best friend, or family member the chance to live. Donating blood is one of the most selfless things you can do for another human being. To earn an honor cord, a graduating senior has selflessly given blood at least 6 times, impacting 18 or more Oklahoma patients. Or the student may have generously volunteered several hours of their time to positively impact our mission. The honor cord is not just a tribute to what they have done, but it gives us great hope for the future. These young adults will continue to give blood and save lives in generations to come. There is no better honor than earning cords that represent your altruistic mindset and a true tribute to the type of adult your parents raised. On behalf of our Blood Institute and the thousands of patients we serve, I want to honor the following students and ask us to join us to receive their awards. Emily Carroll. Caitlin Palmer. Peyton Archer. Grace Miller Du Bois. Riley Drummond. Kyle Drummond. And then Chloe Doss. Each year, OBI selects high school seniors who have earned our high school honor cord and submitted an essay on the importance of blood donation to receive this cash scholarship to the technical school or college they will be attending. This scholarship is donated by our Northwest Oklahoma Blood Institute Board of Directors. I'm pleased to announce that Emily Carroll and Caitlin Palmer were selected as this year's recipients. They both will receive $375 scholarship that will be paid for the school that they attend. Thank you to the administration and facility for supporting this partnership and our mission. Thanks to Amy Costin for her time, effort, and energy. This year alone, Kellyville High School and community has impacted over 340 lives from blood products. Congratulations to the class of 2026.
the TCC, we have Calvin Becker.
Good afternoon, my name is Calvin Becker. I'm an admission counselor at Folsom Community College, Kellyville High School. On behalf of TCC's president, Dr. Lee Goodson, and the entire Folsom Community College family, I have some awards I want to present. We have our Vision Dinner Scholarship. This is worth $1,500, and the qualification for the scholarship is to be a high school senior coming to TCC after high school at outside Tulsa County. And this year, I'm very happy to give the scholarship to Carly Marsh. We also, at TCC, have a dual credit program that many students benefit from. This is a program where high school students can take college classes while they're in high school, college credit and high school credit. And today, I want to acknowledge all of the seniors at Kellyville who've taken classes with us and the number of college credit hours they have already earned for their college degree as of this spring. Peyton Archer with 24 credit hours. Peyton Denny with 9 credit hours. Morgan Krebs with 18 credit hours. McKenna Miller DuBois with 12 credit hours. Gage Montgomery with 27 credit hours. Tegan Neal with 33 credit hours. Lauren Riker with 21 credit hours. Isaac Stone with 18 credit hours. Brady Streeter with 27 credit hours. And Jackson Forum Crew with 15 credit hours. On behalf of TCC, congratulations seniors on your graduation. Thank you so much.
We're going to change it up a little bit in this side class we're back here, so we're going to do the academic team right now. It's hot.
Good afternoon. I'm Ms. Hyatt, and I am the academic coach for the middle school. And this year, I have some academic team moms that recruited me for the high school. So to Miss Archer and Miss Miranda Hutchins, wow, did I not know what I was getting into? So with all of that, I got to inherit 3 academic teams. So we have 8th and 9th. Our Froshmore, which is 9th and 10th, and then our high school team. And they all did great. And so I'm going to recognize them and some of their individual awards as well. We started doing some individual testing in the high school, and so we have some amazing scholars here and amazing academic team kids, and so I want to recognize those. So first of all, our high school academic team that competed for the OSSAA competition, our captain, Peyton Archer, and you guys can come on up just to be welcome for the team. Anthony Lyle was the only junior. TJ Todd was a sophomore. And then we finished up the team with freshmen to make it. We had Landon Hutchins, Casey Alexander, Calvin Shipley, Piper Riley, and we even stole Grayson Horvath for our region, our district competition that we had to host this year. So come on up, Grayson. to recognize them. They did a great job. We hardly had any practices because of all the crazy schedules. And we competed in the Academic Elite Conference, which is at Morris, against 31 teams. They were in the top 7, which is great. And we had one academic all-conference team member, and that means that he was in the top 5 for scoring for the entire season, and that goes to Mr. Peyton Archer. And next I would like to recognize my Froshmore team, just to let you know it was everybody except Peyton, so in ethnic. TJ and Landon were the captains of that. And we competed at Stillwater, and it was pretty tough, but we had a great time. Then we're going to go to our 8th and 9th grade team. This one was very exciting because they made it to state, and I want to congratulate them so they can come back and get their medals. But our 8th and 9th grade team, they were the OJABA, which stands for Oklahoma Junior Academic Bowl Association, and they were the OJABA district champs, and that's going to be Landon Hutchins, he was the captain, Casey Alexander, Callan, Shipley, Piper, and then we picked up our 8th grade team as well to help them out, and our Team A made it to state, and I want to recognize them. Once again, they were the district champs, the regional runner-ups, and played 3 games at state. So, Landon, state qualifier team, and Casey, and Callan. Thank you guys. Then we're going to go to our individual testing. So we competed in 2 different individual competitions this year to try to take academic scholars to colleges and compete. Our first conference we went to was Seminole Junior College, and I think I took 7 kids, and one girl pretty much ran with it and did amazing. 2nd in American history and 2nd in business, Ms. Ethne Wild. You can go ahead. And then our final individual contest was held here at Kellyville, and I held that during their off hours, either 5th or 6th, 7th hour, or we even came in after school, and it was called the Last Chance Qualifier to qualify for the state tournament of champions, and they only give medals to the top 3, so it's online. They have to come in, take their test on the Chromebook against everybody in the state, and we had 3 top 3 medalists, and I would like to recognize them. So 3rd in American literature was Peyton Archer. And in physics, we had 2 last chance winners, and it was Landon Hutchins and Piper Riley. They placed 3rd. And then we had a last qualifier champion, 1st place in music history and terms, Miss Grayson Morat. So once they qualified for state to the state tournament of champions, we had 9 qualifiers, and of those 9 qualifiers, they took 49 tests, you guys, 49. Absolutely amazing. And Brayson took 10 in one day, and so did amazing. Anyway, they gave medals at state to the top 10, there was over 1,600 tests taken. And it took 3 days at Rose State College or at El Reno to get all those tests taken. Their awards have not come in yet as far as the top 10 medals in the state. It just finished last weekend. But I want to go ahead and recognize them. So in 9th grade vocabulary, we had Casey Alexander, 8th place. In 11th grade, we had Ethne Weil in 9th place, vocabulary. And in 12th grade vocabulary, we had 7th place, Peyton Archer. And I'm sorry, we don't have your awards, but they'll be coming in. And then we went to computer applications. Peyton Archer was 8th, Ethne Weil was 9th, and freshman Landon Hutchins was 10th. And then we went to computer science, and Peyton Archer won 8th in the state in it as well. And there were over 30 different categories, and once again, I only took, like I said, 9 kids, and very proud. They took 49 tests, and we brought home 20 awards in the top 10 out of the state of Oklahoma. And business math, Casey Alexander was 6th. And general business, listening, winning the state championship by 1 point. Ethne Weil for 2nd, state runner-up. In English 1, we had 3 top 10 finalists. Landon Hutchins was 8th, and Brayson Horath was 10th. In English 4, we had 9th place for Peyton Archer. In American Literature, Peyton was also 7th. And Anatomy and Physiology, 9th in state, TJ Todd, he's a sophomore. In Physics, we had 2 top 10 state winners. Landon Hutchins was 5th, and Piper Riley was 10th. In current events, Casey Alexander won 8th in the state. Then we go to Family and Consumer Sciences. And Casey and Brayson both decided they wanted to take that as an open test. Casey won 4th in state, and Brayson was 10th. So nice job, ladies. Also, to be able to take the scholars test, you must have qualified in 3 of the 4 core classes, math, English, science, and history. And I had 1 scholar take the test, and that was Brayson Horath. And she wound up 11th by 1 point, but I still want to recognize her because I know she's going to be a force for the rest of the year, as an athlete and as an academic scholar. Thank you guys for your time, and thank you for everything. Bye-bye.
All right, so we're going to go on to the presentation of awards for the faculty. First is Ag, and Mr. Rick Hodges.
I'm Rick Hodges. I'm the agriculture education instructor and FFA advisor. We're going to do the academic awards here because on Thursday evening we do our FFA banquet where we hand out all this stuff. But I'm also going to do our graduation paraphernalia that we give out for our seniors. Starting off with my agri-science class, intro to agri-science class, the freshman, the highest academic award goes to Casey Alexander. For principals in agri-science, which is our Ag 2 class, combined is Austin David. Agriculture Communications is Andy Slater. So for graduation, we have several different levels that we do depending on how you achieve during FFA. The first level is those that achieve a state FFA degree, which is someone that has been in ag for at least 3 years. They've invested over $2,000 in their supervised agriculture experience. They've learned how to do parliamentary procedures, public speaking, a variety of other tasks. It is quite intensive to receive your state FFA degree. And so they get a blue sash if they got the state FFA degree. Those were awarded at our state FFA convention this past week. And those seniors that we have that received them are Peyton Denny, Dave Montgomery, who is not here because he is taking his pilot's license for drones, because when he graduates, he's going to do herbicide and pesticide spraying with drones. Pretty good deal, combining robotics, automation, and agriculture. The next person is Tegan Neal. And Lauren Wright. We also recognize those seniors that spent 4 or 3 years in ag doing other things. If you did all 4 years and you were active doing something, you get a braided cord with blue and gold, which are FFA colors, and that is for Carly Marsh. A blue graduation cord for at least 3 years in ag. I don't see him here. Jacob Woods. Oh, there he is. And for at least 2 years in the ag program, active doing things, is Abby Wingo.
And with the English department, we have Miss Amanda Martin and Miss Amy Cosman.
Good afternoon. I am Amanda Martin, and as most of you know, I've been blessed to teach here at Kellyville for 27 years. I want to thank you, parents, for raising some exceptional kids. Thank you for trusting us with the education of these kids, because we take that responsibility very, very hard. So we have many graduates from Kellyville that have chosen to work very hard. They build on the foundation that they have learned here, achieve success. I have former students that are doctors and lawyers, fighter jet pilots, college professors, business owners, a bunch more. The education that you guys need is provided here if you take advantage of it. And it's seen by so many kids that are getting awards today. So I believe Get Your Story starts here. And it is up to you. I encourage you to continue writing once you leave. So I would like to announce the awards for my English classes and present them with the Golden Pony Award. So Charlie's back again, right? My sophomores get the Baby Pony Awards because they're still my baby ponies. They're still growing. All right, my first award is for sophomore English, and that goes to Carson Chang. My next award is for the pre-AP sophomore English, and that goes to Braylon Nance. The next award for junior English goes to Ethne Kyle. And the final award is for AP Lang & Comp, which is a college level class. They're about to take a 4.5-hour test tomorrow morning to show what they've been working on. Some people call this the SMART class. Well, they are all very smart. I call them the kids that chose to work extra hard and do extra time rights and prepare for their college classes. I absolutely love teaching this class. I'm very proud of all the young men and women that are in that class, but the top class average goes to Jonah Hayes.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Amy Dawson, and I've taught at Kellyville High School for 33 years. I teach 9th grade English, 12th grade English, and creative writing/journalism. First, I'd like to thank all my students for a great year. I appreciate all your hard work, enthusiasm, and dedication. My awards go to the students who have maintained the highest percentage throughout the year. They went above and beyond on each assignment. For English 1, my award goes to Bella Carter. Pre-AP English 1, Bryson Borak. This year I taught creative writing and journalism, so there are 2 awards. Isabella Baltazar for creative writing. And Maddie Lawson for journalism. Maddie went above and beyond helping me with all of the school papers throughout the year, making sure they were printed and handed out. And for English for Gabriel Williams. Thank you all so much.
All right, with fine arts, we have Mr. David Miller.
My name is Coach Miller. I teach art. When I took art when I was in school, it was at the points, at different times, it was kind of boring. So I always usually start the year out by asking the kids how many are in here because they want to be. I might get 1 or 2 hands if I'm lucky per class. Then I ask them how many are in here because they have to, and the rest of them hold their hands up. So I try to make art a little bit more enjoyable, let them think outside the box, be creative. And if you guys had a chance to come to the art fair, you saw some of their creations. They created a city on their own, different pieces of it, and then they also made a tribute to Route 66. So some of my awards go to Mr. Braylon Nance, the Boston Red Sox. Glennis Cook. Miss Johnny Eubank. And I'm probably going to butcher butcher this, and I hope she'll forgive me, but Lily Long. Okay. I enjoyed being in there and having the kids, especially when we start creating stuff. I don't even have to say anything for them to get stuff out. They come into class before the bell even rings and they start working on stuff. So I was extremely proud of this bunch.
And with Family Consumer Sciences, we have Mr. Aaron Craig.
Good afternoon. I have the distinct pleasure of teaching all the kids that want to cook and eat. And so we've done a lot of things this year. I'm also an FCCLA advisor. These students that I'm about to call have maintained a 99% or higher throughout the whole year. So it might not seem like that much, but there is actually a lot of academic part that goes into the culinary side of things and the back side of things. So first is Brendan Wyatt. Sage Thompson. Mackenzie Myers. Kiki Keaton. Matthew Herrera. Matthew actually has two that I get the pleasure of teaching twice a day. Brianna Brown. Nathaniel Wise. Casey Alexander. Mackenzie I also have twice. Lily Zhang. Adam Murray. Grayson Horath. Bella Carter. Carson Shank. And Noah Johnson.
All right, after that, we have Ms. Crystal Cornwood and Mr. Christopher Green.
I do teach math at the high school level, and they love it. Their most favorite subject is always math. Everybody out here, right? Yeah. Math does come with a challenge because they either love it or hate it, and most of them feel like they hate it because they've never been good at it. I hope that every student that ever walks in my classroom leaves with a little bit of confidence that you can do it, and that's kind of what that's my goal, is not just in math, not just in anything, but I think everybody that walks through my doors knows that it's more about school and math than it's about life. And so, even if you haven't been in my class and I've had an interaction with you, I hope that you know that it's, I care about you and I want you to be successful in whatever you do. And so, carry that with you and keep that with you. I did my awards all on the highest average, and so I don't like choosing awards just for one. So the first one is for Algebra 1. This student, we joke all the time because she's like, sometimes she loves me, sometimes she hates me, but I love her, and I'm really proud of her for her successes and her confidence, and that goes to Kiki Keaton. The student for Algebra 2, she comes in every day and she works really hard. She questions me, she challenges me some, because some students, I always tell them I wasn't the smartest person in math. I always just worked hard and found a way, and I call it informer math, and I figured out a way to make it easier for me. And so I do get challenged by students sometimes because their brain, the way they think, is way quicker than me sometimes. But we get it done. And the student with the highest average, I believe it ended up being 100%. She works really, really hard in all she does, and that's Ethany Weil. I teach a class, Algebra 3, the first semester, and then it goes into trigonometry the second semester. And so I went ahead and did 2 awards for this one. The first one was Algebra 3, and this student also, well, if you ever talk to students, a lot of them all have a love-hate with me because I challenge them, but I also care about them, and I hope they know that. The student shared with me, and I know she won't really care, that there have been a lot of people throughout her life that count her out all the time. And so it means a lot to me that she knew that I believed in her. And she's already came on stage today because she's doing big things with her life, and I'm really proud of her, and I know she's going to continue to do big things. So, Nevaeh Bliss. The trigonometry award, this student also comes in, works really hard. She works really hard. The boys are hoping for it, but no. Trig is one of those things, my Algebra 3 and Trig class, we work a lot of things together because it is, it just takes you to higher thinking, and just, it's a challenge every day. And so I do thank the students for coming and working hard every day and giving me their best. And so this student had the highest average in Trig, and it's Amy Slater.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Coach Green. I teach high school math. The class that I'm giving an award for today is geometry. I teach 3 sections of it and have roughly 70 students. Giving one award was very tough, so I gave a lot of thought and consideration. And in addition to the highest overall average in the class of the 3 classes, this student also had no missing work throughout the entire semester and did not turn in a single assignment late the entire year. This award goes to Patrick Herrera.
All right, in the science department, we have Ms. Nicole Beaverton, Mr. Jim Lawson, and Mr. Vince Chava.
finalists for all my highest grades in science this year. So for physical science, I have Casey Alexander. For my STEM physics class, I have Grayson Forak. I teach an elective science, mostly junior seniors, and it's astronomy first semester and environmental science second semester. And my highest grade happened to be someone, or the person who got the highest grade in both of them was the same person, and this goes to Liz Waltrip. And then my favorite class to teach was always chemistry, and this year I actively recruited kids to join my chemistry class, and we ended up with 4 at the end of the year. So you really have like a 25% chance of winning, and this one goes to Carly Powers. I also, every March I take kids to STEM Day. This is always the Wednesday before spring break, and they compete in math and science, engineering competitions. So I want to recognize our winners from STEM Day this year, but I also, if you compete in STEM Day this year, will you please stand? We can recognize you. For high school helping hand, I had Grayson Borath and Piper Riley placed 3rd in high school. Andy Baldwin and Casey Alexander placed 2nd for high school helping hand. And then Calvin Shipley and Jace Hawkins placed 2nd in high school marshmallow catapult. Which means out of all of our points, everyone would be happy. We were 3rd overall student six in high school, so I'm really proud of them.
Good afternoon, Kellyville. I'm Jim Lawson. I teach the life sciences, biology, anatomy, physiology, and zoology. My first award goes to Charlie Billingsley in biology. My second award goes to Connie Brumley for anatomy and physiology. And for zoology, I really couldn't break the tie. They were really close. But Katie and Cammie Crocker.
I'm Coach Chavez, and I get the pleasure of teaching PE to these high school kids. And believe it or not, your students love to run miles every day in my class. I only chose one person for this award because I basically based it off the least complaining. You know, parents, you probably understand that. So the least complaining, doing what I asked every day. I don't, hey, we're not going to run 5 miles every day. I just want movement, kind of thing. So this lucky young man is a great kid. Doesn't talk a lot. Brennan Wow.
The Social Studies Department, we have Mr. Andrew Brown, Mr. Adam Hitlerton, Mr. John Green.
AP US History. I do the highest cumulative grade for both my semesters. So for my US History class, it goes to Braylon Nance. For my military history class, it goes to Nate Wise. And let me talk about the AP class for a second. So, Ms. Martin talked about her AP class for her senior class. I have sophomores that are taking AP that also are going to take a 4-hour test coming next week. It's kind of a shock to them when they take it, especially as sophomores, because they're not used to really this much work and this much effort they put in outside of class a lot of times. So they worked really hard this year, and this year the award goes to Bretland Hanson. I'm Coach Pinkerton. I teach U.S. government, Oklahoma history, and human geography. Mine also went to the highest overall grade for U.S. government, Callan Shipley. For Oklahoma history, Lily Jong. And for human geography, Charlie Billingsley.
Jonathan Green, and first semester we had a political science class, and second semester we had a current events class. And my award is not only the highest grade in the current events class, but it is also for the student who had the most interesting questions and side topics because of the articles he read and we went over. So it's Carson Chang.
All right, and the computers department, we have Ms. Lynette Duncan, Mr. Dow Archer.
Hi, I'm Miss Lynette Duncan, and I teach a variety of computer classes. Not only do the students learn how to use the software, but we teach marketing, entrepreneurship, multimedia, and I ask them consistently to think outside of the box. So I'm going to start with my marketing class. It goes to Megan Horacek for thinking outside of the box. For entrepreneurship, again, outside of the box thinking, I give consistently some direction and and then they ask me for very specifics, and I'm like, I don't know, think about it. Carson Shank for entrepreneurship. Multimedia is exactly it. We've learned about a variety of different types of media, not only computers, but we touched on AI is here, and they learned just a variety of different things. I have 2 awards because I have 2 classes. Multimedia for the most creative, and both of them is Chloe Doss. Robert Wilson King. My basic fundamentals of technology class, I went on, they didn't get a chance to be as creative, although I tried in that class, so I went on the highest percentage of average, and they go to EPP. taking pictures. What you don't see is all of the emails that I send to these students, and whenever they are in other classes, something might pop up. So I'm asking forgiveness and asking for grace for all of the other teachers. These 4 young ladies, literally, anything I ask them to do, they're right there. Ms. Duncan will work on it at home, even though I don't give homework, but they are doing this at home, they're doing it at state competition. They're doing it just a variety of different events. They're always helping me. The first one is Johnny Eubank. And Natalie Wood.
Good afternoon, I'm Dal Archer. First off, John, you doing okay back there, buddy? You doing okay? Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm primarily the technology director here, but I still teach one class, and it's called Advanced Computers. Basically, we cover cybersecurity, which is a very nice term for learning how to hack and how to stop. Isn't that right, huh? I don't know. And this year, we're going to be giving one award. And I promise you I didn't rig this, but it's going to go to my son, Peyton Archer.
And with Dave Club, we have Miss Amanda Martin.
National Beta is the largest independent nonprofit educational youth organization in America. National Beta is dedicated to leading by serving others. The community recognizes high academic achievement. The kids have to keep a 3.5 GPA to stay a member. And they also nurture a worthy character and try to foster leadership skills. So I'll begin by reading the members of the freshman class. If you would, I've got quite a few, so if you'll hold your applause until I've read all of the 9th grade names. Stephen Shipley, Jace Hawkins, Braden Bishop, Landon Hutchins, Kiki Keaton, Bella Carter, Grayson Harath, Matthew Harar, Heidi Hawley, Piper Riley, Casey Alexander, Sage Thompson, Abigail Shelton, and Andrea Johnson. Good. Alright, you guys will step to the side to get a picture of our freshman. Okay, while they're posing, I'm going to start reading the sophomore list. Again, please hold your applause until I get through all of them. Andrew Reynolds. Okay, I think you're doing it. Carson Shank. Natalie Wood. TJ Todd. Bailey Winyard. The birthday boys, JW and Hunter Cooper. Tatum Neal. Raylan Yates. Our junior group. Start with Josh Brackett Barnett. Katie Abraham Crawford. Jackson Jones. Callie Martin. Riker Buckley. Jonah Ennis. Joya Garcia. Serenity Goss. Katie Reynolds, Buck Hoffman, Carly Powers, Annie Slater, Curtis Smith, Wyatt Stotts, Ethne Wild, Elizabeth Waltrip, and Natalie McCarthy. So every senior member will receive a cord to be worn at graduation. They'll also receive a pen from Beta. And a certificate. Okay. All right. Carly Riley, ready to go. So we have a big group of seniors, very proud of them. We'll start with Aubrey Yoakum. Give them all their own names. Jackson Thornburg. Morgan Pratt. Emily Carroll. Peyton Archer. Logan Hanson. Colton Burton. Mary Hanson. Carly Marsh. Tegan Neal. Lauren Riker. Chloe Doss. Kylie Brumley. Caitlin Ballmer. Jacob Woods. Hank Bennett. Ruby Streeter. And Abigail Stewart. This is an amazing feat because these kids have had to keep a 3.5 or better throughout their entire high school career to stay in Beta. So they worked really hard and definitely are deserving of these awards. So congratulations, seniors.
right, and for Stuco Awards, we have Ms. Amy Plaza and Ms. Nicole Fingers.
Hello, once again, I'm Mrs. Amy Clausen, and I'm a Student Council sponsor, which is a leadership organization that I'm pleased to have sponsored for 29 years. This year, Ms. Nicole Pinkerton joined me as a co-advisor. With her help, we have done so many good things for our school and community. The highlights of our year include 4 blood drives, a homecoming dance, powder puff football, teacher appreciation luncheon. We are helping with NDUI, who sponsored 3 angels for the Angels Read, and we made cards for a nursing home and collected items for the homeless. Please give the student. All right, I'm going to call out your name if you are a member, and then the officer. And would you please line up in the front? And then the officers are going to stay up here because they have some special awards. Well, I'll start off with our officer. Caitlin Palmer. Emily Carroll. Chloe Doss. Kylie Brumley. Lizzie Kreitzer. Caitlin was president. Emily was vice president. Chloe was secretary. Kylie, treasurer. Lizzie, historian. Peyton Archer has been a member for 4 years. Serenity Goss has been a member for 3 years. Angie Baldwin has been a member for 1 year. Taylor Beeman, member for 2 years. Antonio Camano has been a member for 2 years. Raina Clem has been a member for 1 year. Johnny Eubank, a member for 2 years. Addie Perrin has been a member for 1 year. Kiki Keaton has been a member for 1 year. Hunter Kiefer, a member for 2 years. Callie Martin, a member for 3 years. Carly Towers, a member for 3 years. Andrew Reynolds, a member for 2 years. Piper Riley, a member for 1 year. Annie Slater, a member for 3 years. Abigail Reynolds, a member for 1 year. TJ Todd, a member for 2 years. And Natalie Woods, a member for 2 years. Please give them a round of applause. Officers and Peyton, please stay and let's give me this. All right. It has become a tradition a long time ago, probably 20 years, almost 30 years ago, that I started buying these gavells for the officers to show their leadership, and I wanted them to have something to keep as a symbol of their time here at Kellyville. So I have for Caitlin Palmer, president, the gavel. Emily Carroll, vice We have 5 seniors who have been in student council for all 4 years, and they receive a stole to be worn at graduation. Caitlin Palmer, Emily Carroll, Kylie Brumley, Chloe Doss, Peyton Archer. Thank you very much.
We're going to go to the scholarship recognition section of this. Gold Mines High School counselors to see each student has a plan for their life after high school. I struggle with this because I do not feel like college is the right place for every student. I have second colleges, sometimes going to the military services. Those are all great things. I ask the students in the beginning of the year if they fill out anything they have, what they want to do and want to tell us when it comes to their post-high school plan. These are the students that pass back that paper and give me information on what they're going to do. Whenever our color games come up, please stand. And we'll go over some of that. So, first is Emily Carroll. She is a Kellyville Boston Community College. She's received $375 from the Baltimore Blood Institute. Caitlin Palmer. She is from Oklahoma State University. $375 from the Baltimore Blood Institute and $2,000 from OSU. Next is Grady Streeter. She's going to Oklahoma State University. Gibson Scholarship of $4,000. Robert E. Davenport Scholarship of $2,500, and Academic Excellence Scholarship of $2,500. Next is Jacob Woods. Dean Scholarship of $12,000, Eston Grant of $410, S. Enos Miller Scholarship of $1,600, and Howard Dean Scholarship of $900. Next is Aubrey Yoga. Eston College, Dean Scholarship of $12,000. Howard Dean Scholarship of $11,750. Next is Gracie Miller Dubois. Oklahoma State University. Pete's Pledge $2,000, Academic Excellence Scholarship $1,000, Academic Excellence Supplemental $250. Next is Riley King. University of Tulsa. Golden Hurricane Award $5,000, EU Academic Scholarship $20,000, and TU Grant $50,000. And then we have Tegan Neal. Northern Oklahoma College in Tonkawa, and OYE-ville Luce Memorial Scholarship of $2,500, OERB $2,000, Tulsa State Fair Master Scholarship $2,000, Ari Landco Clay Legacy and Agriculture Scholarship of $500. Oklahoma Farm Bureau Scholarship of $1,000. She also has a Sepulpa Chamber Boac Committee Scholarship of $1,000. So these are the students that have gone above and beyond, gone to college, getting back in paper, done what they're going to do. Thank you.
Yesterday, I laid my glasses down earlier and then they disappeared, and I've been watching you through this whole thing going, he's going to put my glasses on. Miss Carlson, do you know where my glasses went? So Kyle, I am so sorry. I thought you swiped my glasses when all along it was Miss Carlson. That's how I messed up the beginning remarks. I couldn't read my own script. So, since everybody's laughing, I have another funny. I'm here to present our Perfect Attendance Awards. Funny thing, the two young ladies who got these awards would not miss tech today. So they are not here to get their awards. They're not absent, but they chose to go to VOTech, back to VOTech this afternoon, and that is Miss Serenity Goss and Miss Katie Reynolds. Okay, our next awards are the President Awards. These awards recognize students that show outstanding educational growth, improvement, commitment, or intellectual development in their academic subjects. There are two categories for this award. The Gold Certificate, which is the President's Award for Educational Excellence, and is given to students with a cumulative GPA of 4.0 or better. The Silver Certificate is the President's Award for Educational Achievement, and is given to students with a cumulative GPA of 3.8 or better. Our 9th grade Silver Certificates go to Rena Clem, Jayce Hawkins-Cusick, Noah Johnson, and Piper Riley. Our 9th grade Gold Certificates go to Landon Hutchins, Alan Shipley, Wilson Durant, Braden Bishop, Matthew Herrera, Brendan Wild, Casey Alexander, Brianna Brown, Kiki Keaton, Linda John, and Emily Yocum. Let's give them another round of applause. Okay, our 10th grade Silver Certificates go to Paige Freeman, Bailey Vineyard, Carson Tank, and Mesa Price. That'd be you. Our Gold Certificates go to TJ Todd, Braylon Nance, Brooklyn Hanson, Andrew Reynolds, Natalie Wood, Ronnie Eubank, Charlie Billingsley, and Piper Shad. Don't take a picture. 11th grade Silver Certificates are Buck Hoffman, Allie Wood, Brianna Olson, and Callie Martin. 11th grade Gold Certificates are Carly Powers, Wyatt Stotts, Annie Slater, Bethany Wild, Jonah Ennis, Liz Waltrip, Tammy Crocker, Josh Barnett, Roger Beckley, Natalie McCarthy, and Katie Crocker. Our senior silver certificates go to Zane Haggard, Chloe Doss, and Jacob Rose. Gold certificates go to Peyton Archer, Keegan Neal, Morgan Krebs, Caitlin Palmer, Cashin Webster, Logan Hanson, Isabella Baltazar, Daxton Thornburg, Emily Carroll, and Isaac Stone. Our next award is the Oklahoma Honor Society Award. This award honors students in each grade that are the top 10% in their respective class. This is an honor that Oklahoma can give to students that reside here, and it is a very high honor. Our ninth graders are Landon Hutchins, Alan Shipley, Grayson Morat, Braden Bishop, Matthew Herrera, and Brandon sophomores, TJ Todd, Braylon Nance, Brandon Hanson, Andrew Reynolds, and Andrew Woods. Juniors, Carly Powers, Wyatt Scott, Annie Slater, Bethany Weil, and Jonah Dennis. And our seniors, Peyton Archer, Brayden Streeter, Tegan Neal, Morgan Krebs, and Caitlin Palmer.
All right, now we have the Oklahoma Academic Scholar. This program was created to recognize the outstanding academic achievement of graduating seniors. Seniors that have a 3.7 cumulative unweighted GPA and a 27 on ACT are recognized as academic scholars. We have Peyton Archer, and Brady Streeter. On their diplomas will be a 6th little academic scholar that we put on there when they graduate.
At this time, I would like to recognize our 2026 salutatorians. Ms. Caitlin Palmer, Ms. Lynn, and Mr. Patrick Webster. Motivates for stoles and medals to wear at graduation. Congratulations. Honors is Miss Isabella Baltazar. And our 2026 valedictorians are Mr. Peyton Archer and Mr. Grady Streeter.
All right, Students of the Month. Every month, the teachers will vote on the senior of the month. Sometimes have to break the ties, sometimes have to ask. It's kind of cutthroat certain times, but September was Peyton Archer and Caitlin Palmer. October, Daxton Thornbrew and Chloe Doss. November, Logan Hansen and Emily Carroll. December's Riley King and Ashley Orcutt. January is Trenton Johnson and Aubrey Yoka. February is Gavin Howard and Nevaeh Place. March is Lane Bryan and McKenna Miller Dubois. And April was Zane Haggard and Tegan Neal. Please continue to stand, students, right here.
Of the seniors that we just mentioned for Student of the Month, we have selected 2 students that we deem as outstanding students of the year. These students went above and beyond to show that character counts. We want to commend them with a plaque, and on the plaque is a quote that reads, "The great aim of education is not knowledge, but action," by Herbert Spencer. This year's 2026 Outstanding Girl of the Year is Miss Caitlin Palmer. And our 2026 Outstanding Boy of the Year is Peyton Archer. to thank my staff. They're not, I'll say mine, but these staff. I came in this year, I've taught at middle school and high school, had a couple of director jobs here and there. But I was fortunate enough and blessed enough to come back to middle school and high school. Some of you may not feel as blessed, I get that, to have me again. Right, Kyle? Blessed Kyle. But I just want to say thank you to the staff for welcoming me back. I have been here a very long time, and faces have changed with the staff, but it has been an amazing year. Get my feet wet, and I just want to say to the seniors, it's been an honor and a blessing to come back, because last time I saw you guys, you were in elementary. And some of you I didn't even recognize on the first 2 days of school. Sorry. We're good. You've grown into young men and women, and I'm, out of every teacher or administrator in this district, you have no idea what an honor it is to see you come from elementary kiddos to who you are today. And I just thank you. I thank Mr. Giss. I thank the school board for the opportunity to come up to the middle school and the high school this year. And if you ladies and gentlemen wouldn't mind giving a round of applause to our amazing staff. This concludes the high school award ceremony for 2026. Thank you, parents and grandparents.